Believe it or not, watching professional football on TV or on your computer is actually one of the best tools for making you a more intelligent and effective player on the field. Now, I strongly believe in this. I tell all my players to watch as much football as they possibly can. Now, the number one reason you should actually be watching pro games or watching any game is because you love the game. Okay, if you don't enjoy actually watching and learning, then you may want to ask yourself, is this what I really want to do with my life? Is this what I really want to invest all my time in? Okay, but if you can feel that passion, you love watching, you love learning, you love progressing yourself, then watching professional football is a very important tool that I want you to take advantage. In this video, we're going to talk not about so much watching, but actually learning to analyze and take value from what you see. There is a big difference between watching and analyzing. Not just soccer, anything. Anything that happens in your life, you may see it with your eyes, but are you actually asking yourself, how did that happen? Why did that happen? What made it possible? And what could I do to make that happen? So these are the types of questions I want you to ask when you're watching players play on the big screen. Now, what are some of the ways that you're going to improve by watching professional football? Now, the number one thing is it's going to improve your decision making and effectiveness on the field. Now, the beauty of this is it works on a subconscious or unconscious level. Okay, so the more you watch, the more your brain packs this information in there. When you're on the field and you find yourself in the same situation that you see these professional players on the big screen, you're going to do things that they do without even thinking about it. That's the beauty of it. So the more you watch, the better your decision making will come. Okay, it's going to improve your speed of play. You're going to realize how fast these professional players are actually playing. And I'm not just talking about how they're moving, the speed. I'm talking about the speed of the play. So how do they move the ball, the effectiveness of their touches, limiting their touches, and being very effective when they're on and off of the ball. Okay, it's going to improve your confidence. The more you watch, the more confident you will be in yourself to be able to do those things. If you never watch, you'll never know what you should be doing in certain situations. On top of that, it's going to give you a lot of motivation and inspiration. When you see someone better than you, you see them doing great things, you see them achieving great things, winning games, scoring goals, winning trophies. Okay, that's going to give you some serious motivation to keep improving yourself. So how do you analyze effectively? Well, I want you to start by always asking a very important question. When most people watch, they're just asking, subconsciously in their mind, they're asking, what happened? He scored a goal. Okay, that's great, but that's not going to help you improve. What I want you to get into the habit of is asking, how did it happen? Okay, so he scored the goal. Great. How did he score it? What run did he make? Okay, what space did he try to get into? Did he make contact with a player before? What touch did he take? What technique did he use to shoot the ball? Okay, you can see when you start to analyze all the specific details of what happened, and you ask, how did it happen? How can I make it happen? That's when you're really going to start to see those improvements in your game that you want. I would love to see you watching at least one professional match per week. If you want to watch more, that's great. Like I said in the beginning, the more you watch, the better, the more you'll understand, the more you will grow. If you're not watching professional matches, I really suggest you're at least watching highlights every day. Personally, I use footytube.com. Now, there's tons of other highlight sites on the internet. Personally, for me, I found this was the best one. It's got highlights from all of the top leagues around the world, and you're really going to enjoy using that resource, so check it out. Now, the next time you are actually watching a game, I want you to start by just watching the general play. Okay, where does the ball go? What is the player on the ball doing? And again, we're not asking what so much as how. Okay? Yes, notice what they're doing. Yes, they made a great pass. But how did they do that? What was their first touch look like? Did they get their head up? Did they find their pass? What technique did they use to get the ball there? Okay, ask these specific types of questions to help yourself improve. Now, after that, after you've gotten into the habit of analyzing rather than watching, I want you to watch players specifically in your position. So let's say you play a left back. Okay, watch that player on the ball. What decisions are they making? What passes are they generally making? What types of areas are they trying to get to? What runs are they making when they're trying to get a pass from a teammate? Okay, are they supporting players on the ball? What spaces are they taking up? Defensively, you got to ask the same thing. Who are they trying to mark? What space are they trying to cover? How are they positioned in relation to their teammates? Okay, ask yourself all these important questions so you can do the same, or even better, on the field when you play. After that, I want you to get in the habit of watching a team collectively. So what does their team formation look like? Is everyone close together? Are there gaps? Okay, are they moving as a unit? I know when you watch great teams, good defensive teams, you'll see the beauty of the team as they shift as a unit. Okay, everyone moves, they cover the space, they make the spaces shorter between them so you can see that movement. What position are the players getting into, especially that player in your position? How are they in relation to their teammates? Okay, attacking. What runs are the players making? What spaces are they trying to get into? How are they scoring goals? How are they making assists? Okay, so you can see when you start to ask questions like this, you're going to get value. Remember, the quality of your life is based on the quality of the questions you ask yourself. So if you're watching football and you're asking productive questions, eventually you're going to get productive results. Am I actually doing all the things that I'm supposedly learning? Okay, so watching and analyzing is one thing. Yes, you're making these notes, you're saying, okay, I should do this, I should do this, I should do that. But you have to review and ask yourself honestly, in your training, in your games, am I actually doing the things that I'm learning, or am I continually making the same mistakes? Okay, if you can actually implement what you learn, I guarantee you'll see results in your game. And the quicker you learn to implement what you pick up, the more success you will have.